What is up, everybody? Hello, and welcome to another installment of Chaturday, the live stream show where we talk about everything Nintendo. That music might be too loud. Let me lower that a little bit for you guys. So, today's Chaturday is going to be a very interesting one. Congratulations on 1K subscribers, Cubiclo. And then, hey, My64, hey, Lucas, hey, Segun. Hopefully you're all, my chat's a little off kilter. Let me fix that real quick. It's a little out of the box. There we go. Hopefully you all had a great week. This has been a very interesting and divisive week for Nintendo fans. And I really want to spend a lot of time really talking through my thoughts on all the different things between the games, how they look, how it looks like they run, of course the controversies surrounding the Switch 2 and its pricing and the pricing of the games, and of course I just want to talk all things Switch 2 today. It's going to be a very busy stream, I feel like, because there's just so much to talk about. Usually, like, for the past, like, few months, it feels like, for, like, Nintendo fans, it's been exceptionally dry. Like, not much to really talk about because we haven't gotten too much. But now we have this buttload, a metric buttload, I'd even say, of things to talk about. So, today, we're going to be talking a little bit about the, a little bit about, like, the console stuff, but we're gonna really be diving into the games today, I feel like, and obviously all the controversies. Let's see, Switch 2, more like Switch Pro. Yeah, it says it's the first Luigi Mansion on the GameCube thing. You have to pay $44 to even play it. But I mean, honestly, like, I don't. Okay, with the NSO with GameCube games, like, honestly, the fact that they're not even raising the, I thought they were gonna raise the price of NSO to accommodate for GameCube games, but it looks like they're not. So I'm not even really that upset because I already have the expansion pack anyways. So, honestly, it's more so just like an extra incentive if you... It's just an extra incentive to get the expansion pack, honestly. All the guys we've seen in Mario Kart are basically filler. It's funny, because, like, it's their filler, but most of them are filler I don't really mind. Like, there are some characters... Like, we'll get into talk about Mario Kart stuff in a little bit, obviously. We'll talk a little more in depth about it. But there are certain characters in Mario Kart where I really want to see them, because, like, if we don't get certain characters, like, I'd say, like, Professor Egad, like, PD Piranha, like, Professor Egad's kind of the big one, but, like, some of the ones that were kind of left out that we haven't seen. Thank you, Cubicle, for becoming a channel. Let me move that, because now I moved the Chaturday logo. Thank you, Cubicle, for becoming a channel member. It's because Clark! Oh, Clark, thank you for gifting Cubicle a channel membership. Okay, that pops up after the fact. So, thank you, Clark. Clark's Madness in the chat. Shout out to Clark. Oh, speaking of, actually, I might as well announce this. Well, I mean, it's already been announced, but, was it Friday, Clark? Is it Friday? Is the 9th Friday? No. Thursday. No, Wednesday. Jesus Christ. This Wednesday, Clark is hosting a 99 turn madness. 99 turns of Mario Party 2, I'm pretty certain. And I am going to be in it for the last 30 turns, I'm pretty certain, from turn 61 to 90. I'm on team Zoomzyke and Rick from the D-pad. They're the captains, and I'm on their team. And we're going to be playing as Mario, the one time you'll ever see me play as Mario in Mario Party, besides the 99 turn event last year. And I believe it's going to be on Horrorland, and it's going to be a really fun time, all raising money for the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. That will be happening next Wednesday. I won't be streaming it, but you can check out Clark's stream, and I'm assuming some other people in the group might also be streaming it. I'll be sure to share that information around once it happens, and once, like, stream pages are set up, like, once it's all set up, thank you. And there's a Switch 2 giveaway linked to the charity event. So if you want more information, you'll have to obviously keep an eye open for the stream event, but I'll be posting that more information about it when it comes around. Last year's 99 turn, last year's 99 turn event, we raised, I want to say, like $6,000 something last year. Like, it was insane. And I think we did, what board did we do? Was it Bowserland? Right? Was it Bowserland? Into? I think we did last year. It was insane. And I think, 3K? Okay, 3K. Oh, I think 6,000 was the year, like the total from the year, right? And then 3K was like, okay, yeah, that makes more sense. So yeah, make sure to check out that event. Like I said, I'll leave links and all that, but like the whole stream, I'm assuming Clark is going to be streaming the whole entire event. So make sure to check out Clark's channel because it'll be a really fun time. 99 turns. It's going to be like an all-day event. Like, I think I'm streaming, is it from 6 p.m. to 1 a.m. I think is or is it like 9 or 7 or sometime in the evening I'll be on. I'll get to your question in a second, Toon first. I just wanted to get through the plugs first. But yeah, definitely check out the Mario Party stream when that happens this coming Wednesday. Like I said, Children's Hospital Philadelphia. I know I haven't done a Mario Party stream in a hot minute. But rest assured, more Mario Party streams will be coming out in the future, and of course, like always, they will all be supporting the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, you know, for Clark. So, like I said, definitely check out the event when it happens on Wednesday. Alright, let's catch up. Let me scroll back up here. Okay. Whoa. Wow, I actually missed a lot. Let's see here. Can we talk about that DK Bonanza image? Not now, it can be later. Yeah, we'll talk about that. I think I know what image you're talking about with a certain someone on DK's back. Yeah, we'll get to that later when we get into the actual games. I didn't think it happened since you and I are both going out so fast, which is surpassing subscribers. It's cool. I'm probably getting it feel soon. Nice. I find it funny how a lot of the characters seen in Mario Kart World are basically filler. Oh, I think I read that earlier. We got Luigi Mansion 4 on Switch 2, meaning we'd have the entire series on there. Yes. Oh my god, I can't wait for that. I love the entire roster. It's funny. Filler the people found good. Funny too. Yeah, I think I started saying this earlier. Like the filler in Mario Kart World, I don't mind it. Like I said, as long as there's certain characters that do get added in. Like I think like Professor Egad needs to be there. I want to see PD Piranha and Wiggler. Like I want to see a lot of the characters from 8 Deluxe return, as well as like Professor Egad. You put those characters in, and then all those filler characters are like there's. Like, if you don't want to play them, you don't have to. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, as long as no one's really being taken away, like, no one important, I should say, is really being taken away, then I don't mind the filler characters. Because, like, they're fun filler characters. It's not like we're getting Koopalings again. It's not like we're getting more babies. We're getting such wild, out there characters. Like, the freaking Dolphin. I actually low-key really like the Dolphin. Piantas and Cataquacks. Like, all that weird stuff. I love that. I love that. Let's see. Kirby Air Ride's dream come true for me. Oh my god, yeah. Kirby Air Ride. Also, I want your advice. I bought GameStop Pro recently. I want to know if you think I should use the big donation I'm getting from a friend to buy the Switch 2. If I should trade in my Switch OLED to pick up the Switch 2. I mean, you could do both. Trading in your Switch and using some of the money that you're getting. Like, why not both? That way you have some extra money in your pocket so you can get, like, a game or something. And then you can trade your Switch OLED. I mean, obviously, the thing is that you'd want to wait to trade in your Switch OLED because, you know, it's not coming out for another 2 months. No, Diddy's crazy. Yeah. Like I said, there's some characters that need to be included. But yeah. That's a new Mario Party Jamboree content. I wish we got regular mini games, not just a couple new side modes that people play once and never return to it. I don't mind it, mostly because like I feel like yeah, more mini games for Mario Party would be cool. Here, let me pull up the Nintendo Direct so that we can actually like go through game by game and try to have some sort of structure. But yeah, like, I don't really mind that much, like, because at the end of the day, the new mode, like the DLC, is mostly for the Switch 2 related stuff, right? It's to show off the camera, it's to show off the mouse, and there's no real way of shoehorning it into the Jamboree stuff. Like, it's hard, it's kind of awkward, like, without actually taking, like, it's, I mean, I'm fine with the fact that, because listen, there's a 2v2 mode being added to the regular party mode. So the regular game is getting, like, updated with this pack. So I really don't mind no new mini games, because, like, the game already has so freaking many that I feel like adding more mini games wouldn't really. I mean, it wouldn't do much for me. I don't know about everyone else, but adding more mini games to an already huge amount of mini games, personally, I don't really see it doing too much for me. Okay, let me get. I'll get the direct open. I mean, I guess we don't really need to open the direct, because I talked about the direct after it happened. So I guess we could just, like, open up the tree houses, right? Or should we talk about the pricing stuff first? Do you guys want to talk about the games first, or the pricing and stuff first? Okay, why is the chat so small over here for me? Sorry about that. Okay. Okay, I think. Hey, Sneeful, what's up? Sorry, I responded to that way late. Did you think we'll get Nintendo Switch 2 edition to Luigi's Mansion 3? I can see them doing, like, a free patch for it. I don't think it's gonna get, like, a wild update or anything like that. It would be crazy to see that game run at, like, 120 FPS, though. Because that game performs well already, and it looks good already. So, like, maybe, like, an FPS. Well, that's one thing I'm wondering, right? Like, because they have a list of games that are gonna get, like, patched for free. Like, there's no upgraded version. It's just gonna get, like, a Switch 2 enhancement just updated to the game. Like, Super Mario Odyssey is one, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Like, there are games that are gonna be updated, and you don't need to buy anything. So, that makes me wonder if something like Luigi's Mansion 3, just as an example, that wasn't on that list, is it going to perform and play exactly how it did on the Switch 2? Or will it at least, like, look better? Will load times be faster? Can it run better? Even, like, like, those are just questions I kind of have. Yeah, that image, yeah. Let's see, realism enhancement, maybe. I love the random character. There's 2v2 in the Jambo mode. That alone is worth it 100%. I hope they add more to, just more update, like, just like kind of like with what they did with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with the Booster Course Pass, where they just added really random thing where you can do like custom items and all that stuff. I would love to see them do more where it's like you can mess with the frequency of different spaces on the board, or you can take out certain items like the gold pipe, for instance, from board play. Like, that would just go crazy. Or even just increasing or decreasing board speed. Well, more so increasing board speed. Your movement speed, I should say. Also, Zach, I called my local GameStop yesterday, and she said that the pre-order is still happening on April 9th. She told me that she didn't get an email from Nintendo. Do you think that in-store pre-orders are unaffected by the delay? I wouldn't think so. I mean, I know this thing happened yesterday. Like literally, the thing happened yesterday, so it could have been one of those things where I guess the company themselves just got this email from Nintendo, wants to put out a statement, and then they started to update the stores about not taking, I don't know, because it just seems like a very last second thing, like not something, because like something where like the stores are in the know would usually, it seems like that's something that would usually be orchestrated or prearranged, something that was planned, but obviously the delaying of pre-orders was not planned. So I don't think that, if you call again and ask today if they're taking pre-orders, I'm assuming they'll probably say no, is my guess. Hey Nintendo, one good thing about the Jamboree update, which they are hiding outside of the website, you can game share locally if you purchase the upgrade pack. Oh, really? Ooh, so it's gonna be like Mario Party DS, where only one person needs the game, and you can like share it around. Did they have like a little minor thing like where they showed that in the direct, or maybe it was like Mario Kart where they were showing that off with? But either way, that's freaking cool, because like, yeah, you need all 4 people to own Jamboree, and everyone can just play on their own Switch. You don't need 4 copies of the game. That's great. Like, yeah, that's like literally like the Nintendo DS. That's awesome. Wait, there will be 2v2 in a normal party mode. Yes, they said that. I want to say it was like in a press release. They didn't say it in the direct, obviously, and I don't know if they said it in the treehouse, but I believe there's a press release that said 2v2 will be added to party mode. So, let's see. I feel like full Switch 2 edition is across. Oh, Kirby and the Forgotten Land. I was like, what the frick is Catful? I read that as Catful. Could have been DLC for the original game. I mean, that's kind of what it is. It's an expansion of it. Gotta go. My Wi-Fi sucks. I'm joining later. Alright, Cubiclo. Pricing. Okay, everyone wants to talk about pricing. Can you get the Kirby upgrades without the DLC for free, or is it better performance only with the DLC? The DLC seems to be tied to the Switch 2 version. People need to start dealing Trump for this. I don't get why Nintendo is getting flack for it. Do you think the GameCube knows? Okay. So let me talk about the pricing real quick. Here's kind of how I understand things. And of course, everything is so crazy right now because I don't know. I don't want to get political, but I don't know if it's as simple as, oh, it's Trump's fault 100%, because they're now reconsidering, it seems, for the tariffs and all the stuff that Trump imposed. And plus, everything was more expensive worldwide. Like, it seems like Japan is the only country getting a cheaper version of the Switch 2. Every country is paying out the wazoo for it, and for the games as well. In Europe, it's not, and here's where a lot of people also got confused. In Europe, it's 90 euros for the game. In America, it's $80, not 90. So people got that misconstrued. It's $80 and 90 euros. People don't remember, they don't think about the exchange rate between currencies. So Europe, it's 90 euros. I don't know about Great Britain. I want to say I saw that it's like 80 pounds or maybe 70 pounds, but I don't think it was 90 pounds. I think it was like 80 or 70 pounds in England, in the UK. And then in America, it's $80 for, well, it's $80 for Mario Kart, $70 for Donkey Kong, which I just don't understand. Here's the one thing I'll say about the $80 Mario Kart price tag. It's kind of weird. I'm starting to come to terms with it. Not because I like the pricing, but only because if this game is packed full of content, I would rather pay $80 and just get everything right off the bat than pay $60 and then $20 later for a DLC. Because really, that's kind of what happened with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. You paid $60 for the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe base version of the game, which had a decent-ish character roster. All the courses were reused from 8, but then you paid $20 extra to get all the other stuff, right? How much was the booster course pass? $25 even, so even more. So $85 for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe plus the booster course pass, and $80 for this. So honestly, not that I like it, not that I find this okay, but if the game has enough content to justify it, which I don't know. Looking at the game, the only thing I'm not certain about is the amount of courses. Because it's weird, right? You have, I think it's 28 courses, I want to say. 28 courses around the map. But the map itself, and when I say the map, I mean the open world map, is in itself multiple courses. Because when you're playing the Grand Prix, yeah, you're racing on each course, but you're also racing on the bits in between the courses. So they themselves, the paths between the courses, are, in a sort of weird way, their own tracks, if that makes sense. Like, it's hard to explain. Now, it's crazy something the Mario Kart world will. I'm not saying it doesn't have DLC. I'm not saying it won't. I'm not saying it won't have DLC. But what I'm saying is, I would rather it cost $80 and not need DLC. And I don't know, if it has DLC, then I'll be proven wrong, I guess. But even then, like, it's one of those weird things, right? Where people, for example, let's look at something like Fortnite. Fortnite, granted, Fortnite is way different now than it was like 7 years ago when it launched, whatever. But people spend buttloads of money on that game. Like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And people say, well, yeah, it's because they keep adding content. They started with so little. So if you're paying, like, for example, right, I did buy something in Fortnite because I started playing Fortnite kind of recently with a couple friends. And I got, the only thing I've bought is I got, when they released, like, the Incredibles pack. Like, there's, like, Mr. Incredible, Mrs. Incredible, Frozone, and some, like, accessories and stuff. That set me back. Like, I don't even know how much that set me back. Let me, hold on, let me see real quick. Let me see if I can find out, hold on. 3,500 V-Bucks. So how much is that in actual money? Is that $35? It's free to play though, it's not, but that's what I'm saying. Like, content-wise, it's like, what you get is just the game. You get a basic character, maybe a couple basic characters, and the game. And you're paying for all these characters. So at the end of the day, what difference does it make if all of that cosmetic stuff that you'd usually pay for is just automatically included with the game? Like, that's one of those gray area questions. Again, I don't like it. I'm not defending Nintendo for doing it. I'm not saying, oh, they should 100% do this. This is like the smartest, the best move they can make. But at the same time, it's one of those things where it's like, they are charging $80 and you get, right now it seems like 80 something characters, right? You get the base roster and you get all the cosmetic stuff that you can unlock in game. Right, all that stuff in like Mario Kart Tour, you had to pay to get. You had to pay to get the Mario in a swimsuit costume. Here, it's just in the game. You don't need to spend any money to get it. It's all just there. So you don't feel like you're missing out on anything by not having, by not buying into anything. So, it's one of those things where it's like, I don't like it. Direct quote, wait, wait, hold on. You can share part of the game with anyone on Switch 2 using game share. Direct quote. Ooh. That's nice. Stay back on trip to get Hiker Warrior. Yeah, people spend so much money just to get certain characters. Well, guess what? You could pay a fat price, or fat. Well, it is fat, but a flat price and just get everything. You don't need to worry about paying up to $150 just to get the character you want, or the chance to get a character that you want. Like, at the end of the day, what difference would it have made, right, if Nintendo released a free-to-play? Like, let's say Mario Kart World was a free-to-play game. Let's say that it was. But you had to spend all this money to get the characters and stuff that you wanted, like Mario Kart Tour. People wouldn't complain because it's a free-to-play game. But as you play it, you start spending money. And then at the end of the day, what are you going to do? You're going to spend more than $80 to get the characters that you want. So, that's what I don't get. Like, again, I don't want to pay $80 for a game. But if I'm going to be paying $80 for a game, if it's a complete game, if it has everything I could possibly want in there, and I don't need to pay to unlock anything, I don't need to pay for a King Boo wearing a monocle, I don't need to pay extra for that, then I'm not as upset than if I'm paying, if it's a free-to-play game, and if I wanted to get every character, I would have to sink $100 or more into the game. Like, that's where I kind of like, again, for the 18 millionth time, so that nothing I'd say gets taken out of context. I don't like it, but I'll take it. Like, I don't know. And then at the end of the day, if you don't like it, get it when it's on sale. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't like the pricing. I really don't, right? I wish it was just $70 flat. Like, you pay $70 for any first-party Nintendo game, any big first-party Nintendo game, obviously. Like, something like WarioWare, or, like, something smaller, like, yeah, charge less for that. But I mean, for, like, your staple Nintendo games, yeah. I wish they would just be, like, $70 across the board. That's it. But at the end of the day, I'd rather spend $80 and get, like, a complete package than $60 for less to then get a $25 DLC. If they do DLC with Mario Kart World, well, then what are they really going to add? Maybe some more tracks? Because, like, what characters could they possibly add in DLC that really isn't already here? Unless it's something like, if it's something like Diddy Kong, Funky Kong, I mean, I would have no interest in that. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I don't care about those characters. I don't know. Like, if it's Professor Egad, sure, I guess. But, like, I don't know. Alright, sorry. I went into a rant there. I went on a ramp. 90 euros physical, 80 digital. That's another thing. I've seen conflicting reports about the cheaper digital thing. Is that true? Because I'm still confused about that. If it's 10... Okay, this is another thing I'm not completely horribly upset about, that it costs less to get it digital, because at the end of the day, digital games should be cheaper. They should be. You know, there's no packaging, there's no shipping, there's no any of that. So at the end of the day, digital should be cheaper. Like, I kind of view it as less of an incentive to push you towards digital and more of a, like, I mean, it just makes sense kind of thing. Like, if they're not packing and shipping and printing labels and box arts and things for games, why should I pay the same price for it? If I'm getting less, if I'm not getting that physical box and that security that this is mine, it should cost less, in my opinion. Play League of Legends, buy every skin, $1,000 in the one game. Let's see here. So Zach got 365 in the GameStop gift cards. I've gotten more than enough to reorder Switch 2 as long as you're in my OLED. Nice! How the influence of Switch 1 games like Brothership didn't have the greatest frame. Oh, that's what I mean. Like, I hope that, like, Switch 1 games, like, even if there's no, like, upgrade, I hope that they at least run better. Even if there's no upgrade patch like some games are getting, I hope that every Switch game just has an automatic boost on the Switch 2. I don't need, like, every single game to be up-res and to look fancy, but I just want every game to at least run well. Tour was ridiculous. I spent only $300 total getting the water and all the buoy outs. Yeah, like, that's what I mean. Hey, Light Blue, how you doing? I'm not sure I feel like $80 is fair no matter how full the experience is. Video games are becoming less and less successful as a hobby as it is. But that's what I mean. Like, Alec, be blunt and honest with me. You know I love you. How much have you spent in Fortnite? Like, that's why I mean what I mean. Like, yeah, $80 sucks, but you spend so much in, like, Fortnite and stuff. Like, I don't know. Like, for me, it's crazy. Like, I never understand it. Like, I can never spend lots of money in these free-to-play games, because at the end of the day, you say they're free-to-play, but you're still paying for the game. You're still paying for content in the game. Like, yeah, it's free-to-play, but for you to enjoy it, you have to get all the characters. You have to get all the cosmetics, the emotes, the skins. You know, and Fortnite has shoes, for God's sake. You can put different shoes on your characters. Like, for me, it's like, I'd rather just pay a flat fee and just get everything. So if it's $80, again, yeah, it sucks. But if this is going to be the game that lasts the whole generation, I'd rather just pay $80 and get everything all in one bundle. DLC could happen, of course, but it's not guaranteed. Like I said, I don't know. Like, it's... Yo, hold on. WarioWare Get It Together. I just saw this comment. WarioWare Get It Together with mouse controls would actually kind of be insane. Difference and then make a two-tier system. We don't get in Europe. Oh wait, is the price difference, like, for physical and digital, is that only a Europe thing? Like I said, I'm still confused about that. This is one real... Okay, if you guys think I'm really sucking up to Nintendo's toes here, here's where I'm going to crap on Nintendo. Nintendo haven't said anything. They've barely clarified anything of all this stuff that we're all confused about. They've barely come out... Like, this is where... Like, I've seen some people say, like, oh, this is going to be a Wii U situation. I'm not going to go that far. But what I will say is that it's really going to give Nintendo a bad start if they're just going to throw all this information at us, not explain it, and just expect us all to understand, because at the end of the day, as we've already seen, news outlets, I'm sorry, not to be rude, but stupid people will see 90 euros for a Switch game and automatically think that means 90 US dollars, and then spread information so that people who are reading articles will then be like, oh my god, it's going to cost $90 for a Switch 2 game in the US, when that isn't the case. Again, $80 ain't much better, but it's not $90. Like, it just creates chaos and confusion, and honestly, yes, there's the people who can't tell about the exchange rate and currency, but at the end of the day, all of that falls on Nintendo. If they can't communicate properly what X, Y, and Z is. And they said, you know, the only thing they said, oh, we're delaying the pre-orders of the Switch 2 because of tariffs and stuff like that. Okay, give us a little more information. Like, I know, like, they tried to say, oh, we're gonna wait, but at least tell us more. Or is this going to affect the price? Because they didn't, because we're going to assume it might affect the price of the console, but they don't even say that. Again, we're supposed to assume that because they're delaying pre-orders, it means the price might get affected, but they don't say it in writing. Nintendo needs to clear things up. Nintendo needs to just be like, okay, here's what's happening. Tariffs and market conditions are making things hard for us right now, and prices may increase or decrease depending on where this goes. Because guess what? Let's say tariffs and stuff get cleared and things get easier, maybe the price will decrease. But we don't know that because Nintendo's not said anything about it. They've not been clear at all. Because yes, the tariffs are going to cause prices to increase. That's just a fact of the matter. Big Orange Man is going to make games more expensive. But let's say the thing that Big Orange Man is doing actually works. I'm not saying it will. I'm not saying it won't. But if tariffs end up, because we saw reports about Vietnam and US being in talks to get rid of the tariffs, whatever. If the tariffs do go away, and we suddenly don't have tariffs to worry about, then that could mean that the price could go down, which is good. But Nintendo's not saying anything, and that's where I'm getting frustrated, because Nintendo's not communicating properly to us. And honestly, I feel like this has just got to do with the upper management people at Nintendo. Obviously, the past few years, there's been a lot of changes. Obviously, Iwata passed away about a decade ago. Reggie's no longer with Nintendo America. So a lot has changed within Nintendo now to where we've got a very different set of people running Nintendo than we did 10 years ago. So it's frustrating. It's so frustrating to see these communication, because these communication issues, these issues are what could potentially make the Switch 2 fail. Not being transparent, not being openly communicative, because from what I've heard, people who have been able to go to the media events weren't allowed to ask Nintendo anything about pricing, and were, what's the word I'm looking for? And were pushed away from doing so. Like, you should not ask about the Switch 2 pricing. Why not? Like, I get it. A lot of these people who are working for Nintendo, because I've worked with Nintendo before now. I can actually say this. I've worked with Nintendo on Mario and Luigi Brothers Ship and Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. And I know that these people don't actually, like, work for Nintendo. Nintendo hire out other companies like Golem and all these other companies to host events and, you know, do all this stuff. But there should at least be, because there are people from Nintendo who obviously coordinate with these companies. They should give people, they should prepare these people that are doing these events with the knowledge they should know about, like, why maybe things are priced a certain way. But Nintendo's just not communicating it. And I feel like that's just the main issue. Sorry, the reason I'm so frustrated about it, and I feel like a lot of people are going to ask, like, why are you so, like, pent up about this? Everyone has just been so, like, frustrated and angry and confused, and it's just caused so many emotions online. And I'm one of those people where it's like, I really, how do I describe this? I reflect on the energy that's around me. That makes me sound like a hippie, but bear with me, right? If everything is so negative, if everyone's super negative about everything, then that's going to reflect off of me and how I feel about something. Because I was, earlier this week, even after the Switch 2 dropped and all the pricing and, you know, even how high it was, I was still so excited. I was still really freaking excited for this console. You know, it looks great. The third parties look amazing on it. The first party stuff looks really good. Yes, things are way more expensive, but that's like a pill that I was like, I can swallow this as much as I don't want to. But now, with all this frustration and confusion and just people being insane and insufferable, quite frankly, I've been seeing people say, oh, people are going to pay $450 to this, comparing, like, the Switch 2, like, the up-resing from 720 to 1080, comparing it to remasters of Horizon and Last of Us. I'm like, you're comparing an up-resing of a pre-existing game from one system to another to a complete remaster of a game from 2 generations, like, between 2 generations, in the case of The Last of Us, from PlayStation 3 to PlayStation 5, like, you're comparing 2 generations of a remaster slash remake to an upscaling of a game where the image was super zoomed in so that you could see the pixel density. Like, I'm sorry, people have just been so unbearable, and it's just been making me feel like crap. Like, it's just been like, oh my god. I don't believe for 1 second that it'll only be Mario Kart World. People say it'll be selling for like big first party games as well. Yeah, like honestly, the $80. Here's where I'll say the $80 price tag is inexcusable. Actually, to be fair, hold on. I know that some of the enhancements are. So I saw the Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom enhancements are, if you get them, like if you get the Switch 2 case with Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, it's $70 for those two. But for Super Mario Party Jamboree with its expansion and for Kirby and its expansion, it's $80. I'm conflicted with these ones because at the end of the day, what you're paying for is the Switch 1 version of the game and its DLC. So, you know, it's so funny. I was literally about to say it actually kind of makes me upset that Switch 1 versions of these games for the Switch 2 editions are $80. But then I just stopped and thought about it. I was like, well, it's basically like getting a DLC with it, huh? Like, you're getting you're getting the original game, but then you're getting this DLC. Like, that's what's making, like, Super Mario Party Jamboree and Kirby, and the Forgotten Land $80, because they got expansions on them. So that makes more sense, because you're paying for the game, which is $60, and then you're getting this $20 expansion, or more so, you're paying $70 for the game, and then $10 for the expansion, or whatever. So now I don't mind that as much, but I still don't like it. Let's see here. Sorry, I missed a lot of chat because I went onto a little tirade. I'm sorry about that, you guys. I'm sorry. You guys know me. I try to be Mr. Positive. I try my best to be Mr. Positive, but I just went neck deep into a freaking rabbit hole right there. I am so sorry. Fortnite, another example, because you're playing it without a purchase marker, that's asking you to pay an upfront to even play. I mean, true, I guess. Any system and taxes on top of that. But I mean, the price of the system shouldn't really contribute anything. Because with Fortnite, you know, well, you need something to play that. Whether it be a Switch or an Xbox or a PC, you still need it. Like, you need a system to play any game. So the system cost, to me, doesn't really, like, mean much of anything in these conversations. Only because, like, you need a system to play games anyways. Yep, only in the Europe and UK. Okay, for some reason, because I remember, I'm assuming you're talking about the whole digital and physical price difference thing. Because I was really confused about that. Because I was like, I thought, because I heard like a Europe thing, but then like also an American thing. But what sucks is, honestly, I kind of wish that was a worldwide thing. Because again, it should cost less to use digital games, in my personal opinion. Which has possibly makes this all even worse. Well. It's basically $100 US. That's a lot of front. Yeah, like that's what was really setting me off about this being all about the tariffs at first. Cause like even I'm still in the camp. Well, obviously now tariffs are really playing a role, but before with the prices, because they were also affecting Europe so much. I think Australia. No, I think it was. I don't remember. I heard something about Australia, but I know Europe. Like it's expensive over there, which I wouldn't think has anything to do with our tariffs. I don't think our tariff situation would have any impact on the price of Nintendo of Europe, or Nintendo's charging their games in Europe. I could be wrong. I don't know. There could be some sort of thing where it's like, oh, well, because we gotta charge Americans more, we might as well charge everyone else more, which apparently I heard people say it was to keep people from buying region-locked console. But let's be real, right? Only die-hard fans, plus scalpers, are going to go out of their way to really order consoles from another country to bring in. Though, well, there is actually the possibility of just people being just... I mean, it's illegal to do so. If you were to buy them by the bunch and just ship them over here, that's definitely illegal. But, I don't know. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's one thing I'm going to get out of the way as well that Oizen has said, the console price. The console price of $450, that doesn't bother me, actually. Like, yeah, it sucks that it's, like, a lot more expensive I mean, obviously, this is before any potential price change with the tariffs and all of that. But $450, it was the price I was expecting, honestly. Like, you know, games look 100% better. Games run looks like 100% better. Like, here's the thing, right? If I am buying a console, like, you're making an investment to make it, like, this is what I don't understand, right? People spend thousands of dollars every year, shout out to Luigi, thousands of dollars every single year for a phone. But $450 for a console that's gonna last you like 8 years. Like, that's, like, I have no problem with the price. I have no problem with the price. I obviously wish it was cheaper. My one issue is that they still don't want to pack anything. They have the Mario Kart bundle, which actually sounds like the more worth it bundle because of how much Mario Kart is. Like $500 for the console and Mario Kart. If the game's $80, then that bundle ain't bad. You're saving $30, you know. Yeah, you're getting it digitally, but like, I mean, honestly, all console bundles at this point come with digital versions of the games. So that's, you know, if you're gonna get a console bundle, you're gonna get a digital version of the game, no matter what it is. Hope for guys decrease it. I mean, listen, if the tariffs go away, I mean, that's the thing, because if, right, with the original 400, because that's the big debate and speculation right now. Also, I know I'm way behind on chat, I'm sorry. Well, that's the big thing about right now, right? People are trying to debate if the current $450 price we have now was in anticipation of the tariffs that we currently have, but they're reevaluating because it's ending up being more than they originally thought. If we can get the tariffs to go away, then yeah, the price should theoretically come down. Theoretically. Because if the price is $450 because they were anticipating the tariffs, then if the tariffs are gone, if we get into an agreement with, what was it? Was it Vietnam and China, I think? Something like that, right? If we get into an agreement with them, and there are no more tariffs, again, wishful thinking, wishful hoping, but it's a what-if scenario. If that happens, then theoretically, yeah, the price should be cheaper. Like, maybe it was originally supposed to be $400, and then the proposed tariffs made them go, okay, we'll have to raise this by $50, and now they have to rethink it even more because the tariffs were even higher than they were originally supposed to be, yada, 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 so... But that's where the communication needs to come in from Nintendo. Like, can the console possibly get cheaper from this? Like, that's a good way, like if things improve, then yeah, the console price can go down. Just that from Nintendo would at least give fans some sort of optimism. Like, they're not saying that the price is going to come down. They're relying on the market getting better. They're relying on these tariffs going. Like, they're relying on that for that price decrease to happen. So they're not saying this is going to happen. But it gives people who are a little burned by the price point just a little bit of that, like, glimmer of hope that, okay, like, at least we know it's not because Nintendo's a greedy company, because it's more so because that things are in the gutter right now with the economy. I think see how it is. Also, inflation into account. That's $500. Because yeah, digital footprint. I think it's hilarious that they can't put Switch 1 DLC on the game card. It says Switch 1 game card with the DLC code. Yeah, that's kind of bogus to me. That the Switch 2 versions are literally just Switch 1 cards with a DLC code. That's kind of nonsense. That, I will agree, is nonsense. Absolute nonsense. At that point, just get, like, that's what I'm saying with, like, Metroid Prime 4, I think specifically is a good example of this. Just get the Switch 1 edition. You'll be saving money, you know, and you can play it on the Switch. And guess what? If you're playing it on the Switch 2 and you're like, you know what? I think it would be nice to have those enhancements. Then you can spend the extra $10 or whatever on the extra pack if you want to. Same with Pokemon Legends, right? I'm assuming possibly Tomodachi Life and what's the other one? There's another Switch 1 game. And Rhythm Heaven. Those two. Like, those two might possibly be in the same boat. Excuse me. Because it's playable in cloud browsers. Well, you still need a computer for that. You still need a computer. I just called my local GameStop again, and she said the QRs are delayed. It's the same girl from yesterday. Yeah. So I knew, yeah, because it makes sense. Like the higher up to the company are like, you know, they get all that information first, and then it kind of trickles down to the stores. So the higher ups, or at least the social medias from the higher-ups had to post that statement from Nintendo before all the stores were able to find out, because it wasn't something that was planned. It was kind of like a or it wasn't a premeditated thing. It was something that kind of happened. Holy crap, I am so far behind. Heard the battery life will be lower. Same. Baby Pauline and Bonanza. Yep. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Holy crap, we've already been streaming for 45 minutes? Jesus Christ, I don't know when to shut up. Marker than the dumb Welcome Tour game. Oh my god, that Welcome Tour game. How did they say how much that Welcome Tour game was gonna cost? Cause that should be free. I'm sorry, that should be free. This is where I'll complain about Nintendo pricing. Why the crap does that cost money? It's literally basically a manual to teach you about the system. Why does that cost money? Anything more than $5 is inexcusable, and even at $5, it's like, come on. Like, that shouldn't cost money. Like, I know Nintendo is highly against pack-in titles, but come on. Alright, I'm gonna try and catch up on oh, actually, hold on, I did catch up. Wow. $6 for Welcome Tour? Okay, well, I said anything more than $5, it's $6. Okay, Nintendo, you got me there. But that's still, ugh. Why would you want to pay for that? I'm not getting that. Unless they have a secret hidden Luigi's Mansion mode. It's barely $10, it's very cheap, but it's on the principle. Yeah, it's just the principle of, like, having to buy. Like, it's honestly, like, that's worse than 1-2 Switch, because at least 1-2 Switch is like a full game. Like, there's at least a game there, but this, it's literally an instruction manual where you read about different things about the console with a couple little mini games thrown in there. Especially that game is immediate jail sentence for real. It's like, bad Nintendo. Did you see my comment? Which one? The one who said you call your local GameStop if pre-orders are delayed. Yeah, I read that. I read that earlier, I think. Do you think the price of games will go back to $60? I don't think they will. Honestly, you know, I'm just in the camp of if it's $70, like $80, I don't want all the games to be $80. But if it's $70, I'm just at this point, games themselves are $70 at this point. I'd just be fine. Like I mentioned, I said this on my Twitter account yesterday. Like I'd retweeted something that someone said, and I said I was like if every game was $70, but it was consistent. I don't want this 70, 80. Like it's one thing if it's like the normal price and a lower price, like what with Switch One. Like there were some $60 games and $50 games, because the $50 games are cheaper than the standard. But now you just have the standard and one tier above the standard, which I just feel like ain't right. The Switch 2 game 2004, I'm definitely getting a market where physically. Oh, cool. I watched the Treehouse Live. It literally was like, what is this console? This educational game? Yeah, like it's kind of like, why would you spend money on that? And I get it, Nintendo doesn't like to do pack-in stuff, but even still, such stuff had to happen because the game looked really good. Okay, hold on. Speaking of the games, I literally said I was gonna pull up the games and we talk about the actual presentation itself. And I've been here for 50 minutes, and I haven't even. Computer, please don't freak out. Why did my computer freak out? Stop it! Okay, I'm good now. I don't know why my computer had a moment there. Okay. Here we go. So this is the Nintendo Direct. Where's my mouse? I can't see my mouse. I can't see my mouse! Oh. I'm just an idiot. Let me open this up. World is clearly a sequel to Tour. Slideshow. Zach, listen, Alec. I don't need you judging me. Alright, I'm like a PowerPoint presentation. I'm choppy, I'm slow, and I'm boring, okay? I can't handle it. On a world as we speak. To be honest, here's the thing. we all saw the fiasco that was the Treehouse event, right? Where the whole chat was talking about lower the price. There's got to be meetings going on. There's got to be meetings going on. I don't know if it'll actually result in a lower price, but I'm assuming at least there's some sort of talks happening. Because there's gotta be, right? Like, there's gotta be. I think the lineup of new games were okay, but where's the new 3D Mario? You see, a lot of people are asking for the 3D Mario. I think the DK, the DK game is perfectly suitable for now. Like, I don't need a, I mean, DK Mario, Jesus. Where is it? Like this, honestly, like there's, I mean, yeah, like some of the controls are different, but like this, it's a 3D open 3D platforming collectathon. It kind of seems where you're collecting golden bananas, made by the Odyssey team in the Mario, with the same kind of art style. I'm fine with this being a supplement for 3D Mario at the moment. Like I'm fine for this. Like I'm fine. Oh my god, why am I choppy again? Why is stream run like doo-doo? I literally just have my browser open. Computer, what are you on? What are you smoking? We had this issue during the direct as well. What could possibly be making my computer run like doo-doo? There's literally nothing on your computer. Well, I don't know why you decided you want to run like doo-doo. Do you think we'll get Mario Party this year in NSO? No, I don't think so. I'm hoping with the GameCube games, they do like what they did with the N64. I think I mentioned this in my video the other day, but I hope that they do what they did with the N64, like with the N64, and they release games, like they release one game every month. Because, oh my god, with starting only with 3 games, the drip feed is going to be unbearable. And we got the file size for the Nintendo Switch Online, or for the GameCube Nintendo Classics app. And it says it's 3.5 gigabytes or something like that, which lines up with the actual file sizes of GameCube games. So, it's seeming like these games will be downloaded on your system. So, once a lot of GameCube games get added to the NSO app, or to that app, it's going to be a chonky app, because there's going to be a bunch of GameCube games in it, taking up a bunch of space. I'm legitimately shocked they did that. I'm not upset that they did that. But, does it not like video? Your computer hates Nintendo Switch 2 price as well. My computer is rebelling against me. My computer's like, oh, I've had enough of you, Zach. You talk too much. I hope we get Luigi's Mansion fast. Same. I assume because of what they showed in the Treehouse, I'm assuming we're going to get Mario Strikers first. That's going to be the first update. I'm just hoping we get Luigi's Mansion for Halloween. If we get Luigi's Mansion for Halloween, I'm fine. And obviously, that's 4 months after the Switch 2 comes out. So if we get Luigi's Mansion for around Halloween time, I'm fine. Like, it would be nice to have it before, but like, come on. Thematically, in October, Nintendo would be fools if they didn't. The Parsec or NSO will be fine. It depends on if they've improved the actual online infrastructure of how the NSO games play online. If they've improved it, and games like GameCube and N64 can actually run smoothly online, then I would 100% play more games on NSO. I use Parsec a lot with like, with Clark with the Mario Party Madness crew, but like, if I just want to play like a round of Mario Party 6, it'll just be much easier if it runs well to just do it on my Switch too. Yeah, you won't get all the cool mods and stuff they get in Madness, but I don't need that stuff to be happy. I'm fine with the base level or with the base games, you know? So I'd rather just be able to boot up the system, easily connect with my friends, whoever, and I just play on there. Figuring next time to celebrate the anniversary of Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. Okay, listen, Alec. don't try to curse me with that. Will Nintendo drop the price of everyone hating the price? The only way I see Nintendo dropping the price is A, if the tariff thing ends up like settling down and And, you know, if the tariffs end up going away and we can, like, not have to worry about that, then, yeah, I see the price going down. But, other than that, the only way I see it really going down is if the Switch 2 just bombs at launch. If it launches and just people aren't buying into it. Because the problem with the Wii U was, because everyone's comparing this to the Wii U, and I think we're dealing with two completely different scenarios here. The Wii U had a lot of issues, but the problem with the Wii U was it was marketed very poorly. Because with the Switch 2, at least you know, it has a 2 at the end. You know that it's not the same as the Switch 1. The Wii U, especially with the U part of Wii U being the same shape as the tablet, you would be safe to assume that it was kind of an expansion of the Wii. On top of other issues, too. Like, I feel like the Switch 2, I don't think it's going to be another Wii U situation. I feel like if anything is going to hold the Switch 2 back, it's going to be the price. Not the console itself, not the performance, not the graphics, not it not having great online, not the games. It's going to be the price. Because we are in a time right now where a lot of people are struggling. Financially, with the economy, like, a lot of people are struggling. And at the end of the day, if people see this console and the games and see how much it costs, like, especially with, like, Mario Kart being the launch title, if a kid says they want the new Mario Kart game, and that's why they want a new Switch, and parents see that the game is $80, which parents mostly know that's more than games usually cost, and that they have to buy the $450 console or spend $500 to get the 2. I feel like that's what's going to be what shoots Nintendo in the foot. Like, not even that the pricing is outrageous. I mean, for the games it is, certainly. But for the console, it's $450. It's below what a new Xbox and what a new PlayStation 5 costs. So, it's still below what most systems cost. But it's just a time right now where families, it's not a great time to be selling a console for pretty expensive. Yeah, it's definitely more similar. It definitely has more similarities to the 3DS. Your feeling is that the tariffs make the Switch to go up to over 600. No, I mean, if it goes up to 500 without a game, I feel like that's even going to be a breaking point for people. Because that's one problem about making an iterative console. If it's too expensive, parents are just going to be like, well, you still got this one. You got this Nintendo Switch. Like, this Nintendo Switch at home that works perfectly fine. Like, you can play this. Especially if they're still releasing games. Like, they're still going to be releasing Tomodachi Life, Metroid Prime 4, Pokemon Legends Zeta A, Rhythm Heaven. There's still a bunch of games releasing. Parents are going to be like, well, there's still new games coming out for this thing. So, you know, people might not be as incentivized to buy it at first. So, I don't know. I'm back. What are we talking about right now? We're still talking about the price. We're still talking. We've been streaming for an hour, and I barely touched on the games. I switched over to Donkey Kong for a little bit, and we talked a little itty bitty bit about Donkey Kong. But that's it. And that's the thing for me, because of the fact that, like, I'm a content creator, and a lot of what I do on YouTube relies on me having, like, that's the thing about being a content creator, is, like, obviously I'm not a big content creator. I'm just a small person. I'm not important in any sort of way. So me needing the Nintendo Switch, I mean, that's the thing as well, right? Because of the fact that I'm a small creator, and I'm trying to grow myself, and grow my brand, and obviously grow my audience, and do what I need to do to make my channel successful, obviously a lot of that relies on me having, especially since I'm a Nintendo content creator for the most part, it relies on me having the most up-to-date Nintendo tech. It relies on me having it. So, you know, it's hard. So for me, it's like, I mean, I don't know what price I'd have to cut off at, because it's like, I want to be able to talk about the console, like, because if I don't, then I'll just be kind of behind everyone else. Because I feel like for me and my channels, like, I need to do like 10 times the amount of work that some channels do to be able to talk, to get my voice heard about certain things. But that's neither here nor there. So it's how the price, literally, it was just the price that, well, some people said, it's funny, Jeff Keighley made a tweet that said he hated how there was no innovation with the new Switch, but said he loved the innovation of the mouse for Metroid Prime 4. Like, bruh. like, bruh. There's new edition that adds more characters. That's possible. A Fighters Pass 3. You know, it's gonna be, you know what I want? I don't want a Fighters Pass 3. I don't want the, and this is, maybe this is gonna be a hot take, if they are going to re-release Smash Brothers with a Switch 2 edition. I just hope that there's no Fighter Pass 3. I hope that they're just like, you know what? Here are 5 new characters we're going to add to the game, and they just show them, right? Like, this is me, personally. Like, the Smash hype got so old so quickly, and I know it's just because I'm not a Smash fan, but, like, if they drag out more Smash Fighters, I'm going to jump out of a window. It's so annoying, I hate it, I don't know. I'd rather than just be like, okay, look, you're getting Smash Brothers Ultimate, the Switch 2 version, and it's going to have this extra content. Here are the 5 new characters it's going to add. And then show off the characters and be like, it's coming out in September, or something. The Switch is already about exclusive. Like, that's the thing, right? Switch, not just Switch, Nintendo has just such different standards with people. And I get why, right? Nintendo has just always been just a different creative company. So the time they do something iterative, they get complaints about doing something that's similar to what they did before, when that's what game consoles have typically, besides Nintendo, it's what they've typically always done. And I get it, Nintendo's great for their uniqueness. But Nintendo, look at the Switch 2, right? They're adding this cool camera thing. I'll be honest, I don't know if I'm alone. Listen, I always love to smash my friends. Oh God, that's gonna be taken out. No, that's gonna be a clip. No one clip that. No one do anything with that. No, fudge. But honestly, I really like the gimmick of the Switch 2 camera. I'll be honest, I actually really like it. I like how goofy and silly it is, because that's Nintendo. That's where their innovation comes in. Adding camera controls to Mario Party where you can hit blocks with your hands? Like, that's cool. Like, that's just such Nintendo, such a Nintendo level thing. And I love it. And then the mouse controls. Yeah, mouse controls are just like mouse controls, but the way it's implemented into the Joy-Cons actually looks pretty dang sweet. I think the mouse controls are far more interesting than just calling them iterative. Yeah. Like, it's an evolvement, I was about to say an evolvement, that's not a word. It's an evolution of the Joy-Con. The Joy-Cons are bigger, there's the chat button, there's the mouse feature, there's the actual Switch having a microphone on it, there's the camera that you can plug in. Like, the Switch 2, yes, it's another Switch, but it has a lot more functionality, there's more features in it. Oh. Camera thing, I'll be honest, I don't know if I'm alone. Listen, I always love to smash my friends. Oh God, that's gonna be taken out. No, that's gonna be a clip. No one clip that. No one do it. Well, I guess I did that to myself. This is a solution to console, PC, period, then everything else history. Yeah, like, and I'll be honest, like, I'm sorry, my voice cracked. I swear I went through puberty. Hi, Clark. Hi. Fuck you. But no, honestly, and what I also love is that third parties. I'll be honest, so many people were complaining about that direct with all the third party games. I loved it. I'm someone, I love third-party games. And the fact that Nintendo, I mean, the Switch did pretty good with them, to where, like, you know, they started to really get well with the third parties, but obviously a lot of them had performance issues. But, like, for so long, I've always wanted Nintendo to do more with third parties. The Wii U had almost nothing. The Wii, because of the motion controls, all of the third-party stuff was kind of borderline shovelware, in my opinion. GameCube didn't really have much, so it was like, I really want this system to do well with the third parties, and at launch, you know, there's going to be Cyberpunk. I think Cyberpunk looks promising. That's probably going to be a day one purchase for me, because I actually haven't played Cyberpunk yet. And it's one that I really want to play, and you know what? I'll play it on my Switch too. The footage looks good. Some people said there's some performance issues, but apparently it's an older build. And listen, if they patch it and it runs really well on day one, I'm fine with that. You know, so there's that game. There's Cyberpunk, which is probably one I'm gonna get. Hogwarts Legacy, the Switch 1 version of Hogwarts Legacy is actually pretty good. So if the Switch 2 version is even better, I'm assuming I'll be able to upgrade my Switch 1 version. So, like, that's fine with me. And then, like, you know, there's Deltarune, which I'm not a huge fan of. There's Street Fighter. Like, there's so many third parties coming out on, like I said in my video the other day, Switch 1 had, like, Bomberman and, like, Just Dance and a couple others. But, like, here, it's like third parties are showing up. Elden Ring is here. Like, I know a lot of Nintendo fans don't care about third parties, but that's the thing, right? The Nintendo Switch 2 Direct presentation was more than just showing Nintendo games. Like, they have to do more than just be like, oh, here are the Nintendo games for the system. No, they have to make this system something that grabs everyone's attention. So showing games like Cyberpunk, which notoriously struggled on consoles for a long, long time, showing it running on the Switch 2 is impressive. Showing something like Elden Ring, this huge game working. Granted, the frame rate looked kind of meh, but, like, for me, that's the important stuff. Like, I want more third parties. Like, I want to be able to take my favorite third parties on the go, and I love my Steam Deck. I love my Steam Deck, and so many people online have been saying, like, why spend $450 on a Switch 2 when you can get a Steam Deck? In my opinion, they're just different beasts. They are completely different beasts, right? First of all, Switch 2 obviously is going to have physical games. But secondly, Switch 2 has all of that Nintendo-ness to it. You can't do the cool camera thing on Steam Deck. You can't do the Joy-Con mouse controls on Steam Deck. You know, and some people will say, well, you know, well, why would you want that? Because that's the point of being a Nintendo fan, loving all the weird stuff Nintendo does. I don't agree with it a lot of the time, and half the time I don't really utilize it, but it's there for when I want to. So I don't know. That's just my opinion. So we talk about DK Bonanza? Yes. Arguably struggled on PC for a while too. Yeah, Cyberpunk struggled on everything. Hey Zach, if they add Mario Party 4 and 5 to NSO, will you play Mario Party with viewer streams? I've been literally dreaming of playing Mario Party 5, 6, 7 online legally, and now it might happen. I'll do online streams of those games if they actually perform well. If there's no issues. One has exclusives, the other doesn't. Exactly. Like, you can get those Switch exclusives on the Switch, obviously, and if third parties run fine enough, if all of the third party games that were on the Nintendo Switch 1 get, like, little boosts, like games like World War Z, which was really good on the Nintendo Switch, but, like, you know, it still was a game that struggled a little bit. Like, for what it was, it actually was a really good port. But I would love to see it run even better, look even better on the Switch 2. Even close to the practicality of the Switch 2, or even World War 1. Even a World War 1. But yeah, exactly. Like, I love my Steam Deck. It's not me talking crap about the Steam Deck. I love that thing. But, like, the Switch 2 just kind of looks better than it, in my opinion. It's sleeker. It's nicer looking. The magnetic Joy-Cons are orgasmic. I'll say it. They're orgasmic. Okay, let's see if my computer wants to behave itself now, and we'll actually talk about some games a little bit. Okay, so we got Donkey Kong up here. He looks scared. Donkey Kong doing the Luigi's Mansion pose. Someone clip this shot of Donkey Kong and edit him onto the box art of Luigi's Mansion. I want someone to do that. Let's see how this runs. Let's see if my computer likes me for this. But this Donkey Kong game looks freaking amazing. obviously I want this game to have a decent amount of depth and content to it. And if it does, then you know what? Maybe it will be worth $70. Because that's the thing, is like $70 is industry standard now, right? We shifted to $70 this generation for Xbox and Nintendo. So if Nintendo were going to make their game $70, as long as they're really freaking good, then I won't really have a problem. And Donkey Kong looks, I mean, if it wants to load, I mean, look at it. Like, look at this game. Like, this game looks so freaking good. This game looks beautiful. The lighting, the visuals, the art style. I love Donkey Kong's new look. I love Donkey Kong's new look. Why are you worried about the online after seeing the GameCube showcase? Probably Odyssey 2 early in development. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. If this takes over, like, or not takes over, but if this is meant to fill in a 3D Mario slot for now, that's fine. I don't even mind. I really don't mind there not being a 3D Mario game if this is what we're getting. Because, yes, it doesn't have Mario. But I have a theory. So this goes into what people were mentioning earlier. So a lot of people have noticed some certain things about this game from the treehouse. I'm not gonna pull up the treehouse because that just takes more work, and I don't want my computer. My computer's running fine now. I don't want to potentially cause more issues. But there's a photo flowing around because the game stream is lagging. Yeah, true. Oh, because the game stream was lagging. Well, they weren't playing online. For GameCube Switch Online. They were playing on the console. I don't think, unless they did another segment where they were playing like F-Zero online or something. Or Soul Calibur. But from what I saw, they weren't doing the online mode. But anyways, with DK, an image has been going around of Pauline on DK's back. And this actually goes to a theory that I have, right? I feel like this would be the biggest and coolest plot twist in the world. So, Cranky Kong is in this game. Cranky Kong was seen, I believe, in one of the tree houses. Like I said, I'm not going to pull it up, but you can go and look. You can find it online. And he said something about an old foe. I forget, I don't remember the exact quote. Again, if someone wants to find it and put it in the chat, you can. But there was something about like an old friend or an old foe being behind all this. And everyone is suspecting King K. Rool. Because of some, like, lizard and reptile imagery in the game, whatever. And I'm kind of like, you know, if I'm not mistaken, in the Donkey Kong lore, Cranky Kong, if I'm not mistaken, is the Donkey Kong that faced Mario in the original arcade games. So what if the villain is actually Mario? And I think this is potentially backed up by the fact, and mind you, I had this theory, I think, before this image made the rounds, or at least before I saw it, that there is like I'm gonna call her, I know, Alec, if you're still here, so Alec and I and some other creators are in this, Nintendo creator server. Nintendo Fangirl had called her preteen Pauline. I'm just gonna call her Tween Pauline, or Paul Tween. Something like that. A really young version of Pauline who looked no older than 11 or 12 years old. Riding on Donkey Kong's back. Like, I saw someone make the comparison of Wreck-It Ralph and Vanellope. That kind of thing. And I was like, oh my god, I can't unsee it. But with Pauline in the game, that just automatically makes me go, well, where's Mario? So my main theory is that what if Mario is the villain of this game? It's so out there, and I don't think it's possible, or not that I don't think it's possible, I just don't think it's probable. But if Mario is the villain of this game, I think that'd kind of be cool. Oh, you talking about game chat? Oh, I thought you said the well, the game chat, yeah, the game sharing on game chat is bleh. It just looks like the frame rate's choppy at it. Like, it's just kind of bleh. Classic DK here is outside DK himself. Doesn't show Cranky and Ramby in screenshots. I was glad, but I'm still concerned. I mean, hot take? DK doesn't need Diddy and Dixie to to have a great game. Like, yeah, if Diddy and Dixie are omitted, it'll be a weird omission, but Donkey Kong can be fine without them, in my humble opinion. Donkey Kong can stand on his own. Like, if they're just supporting characters like Cranky is, that's fine. They don't need to be main characters, in my personal opinion. Made by a small portion of the Odyssey team, really? Either way, I think this game looks great. The art style is great on it. The expressiveness of DK is great. I love all the different... This is a theme that I've noticed with between this game and Mario Kart. They managed to capture so much emotion and so many facial expressions from DK. You're not really seeing many from the trailer because a lot of the gameplay is behind Donkey Kong. Also, I don't know how I didn't catch this in the original in my original reaction, but this recreation of Jungle Hijinks is freaking beautiful. So obviously, like, they're paying homage to Donkey Kong Country. This is a love letter to Donkey Kong, right? If Diddy and Dixie aren't here, and people are, like, up in arms about it, but, like, you still got Cranky, you got a Pauline plot, I'm assuming, and there's, like, throwbacks and references to Donkey Kong history. Like, I don't know. Like, I think personally it looks great. I don't know if it would think they're Mickey Mouse and the Attackers, that'd be amazing. I mean, I would love to see it. I mean, they've done it with Luigi, with Mr. L. Like, I would love to see Nintendo just take a creative risk and make Mario somehow the bad guy in all of this. Like, this could be a game where it's like Donkey Kong before him and Mario met, which could make sense because, well, I guess Donkey Kong technically would be Cranky Kong meeting Mario, but even still, like, just having, like, a little thing, like, because Pauline is a kid here, so assuming that this is almost a borderline prequel to Odyssey, because obviously Pauline grew up to be mayor, so obviously this takes place before Mario Odyssey. I don't know if they're going to be creating any kind of lore with it, but I would love to see them take some creative, fun risks and liberties with the story, because this is a new IP, technically. Like, it's a 3D Donkey Kong game. This is new territory. It's not a country game, even if it is referencing Donkey Kong Country a lot. It's not a Donkey Kong Country game. Like, I feel like that's a lot of thing. I mean, honestly, even though they're referencing it, this isn't a Donkey Kong Country game. This is its own beast. It's its own thing. So you shouldn't have the same expectations as you would have a Donkey Kong Country game. You shouldn't have to expect Diddy, Dixie, and Cranky, because it's not a Donkey Kong Country game. It sounds weird saying that with this screenshot currently on screen, but they're obviously trying something different here, and I highly encourage and like Nintendo doing something different, trying something new. They go back in time. Going back in time would be crazy. Maybe that's where the baby or the tween Pauline comes into things. Another con should be NPCs. I would be glad. That's fair. So yeah, so I don't have much more to add on Donkey Kong Bonanza. The game looks great, and it comes out in 3 months. So just everything, like I said, the facial expressions of Donkey Kong, the character designs, the everything about this game looks like so much charm and love was put into this. Like, this is the kind of stuff that I've wanted Nintendo to try for a while. Like, just spicing things up, doing different things, and this is just a pure, like, embodiment of that, and I think it looks great. So, moving our way back, we got, of course, we got Kirby Star Allies, Jesus Christ. We got Kirby Air Riders, which is obviously the sequel to Kirby Air Ride. Obviously, we didn't get any gameplay for this one, so it's hard to really say how it looks and everything, because you really can't say how it looks. But I think this is promising. I think this is, like, it's very exciting to see, like, Nintendo revisit some older ideas that they just haven't touched in a while. They you know, because Kirby has gotten, like, every single kind of game under the sun these past few years, but Air Ride is just one that they kind of left to the GameCube era, and I'm glad they're using this opportunity to create a sequel rather than remaking the original. I just hope that there's a lot of things that the original had, like City Trial is kind of the big one, honestly. First game is a gen. Something we should do on Parsec sometime. Oh, nope. Oh, stream. Come on, stream. The stream can't handle Kirby. I don't know why my computer is running like such crap. I literally don't have like anything open. Yeah, now my stream's running fine. I'm playing a YouTube video computer. I'm literally just playing a YouTube video. How is that making my computer stressed out? Like, oh, I'm playing a video. Oh, I'm gonna need to go into meltdown. But yeah, Kirby Air Ride. I mean, I haven't played Kirby Air Ride in a long time. Like, it's been years. I think I was like a teenager when I last played it. Like a young teenager at that. Like, I think like maybe 14, 15. So it's been over a decade since I've played Kirby Air Ride. But I remember doing the city trial mode. Was it city trial or city escape? City trial, I think. And it was like such a weird, like, just a very different mode that I wasn't expecting. And it's just, I would love to see what they end up doing with this. I'm really curious. It's kind of not worrying. I might need to just restart. True. I mean, I restarted I restarted my computer this morning. So I shouldn't need to, right? Like, I restarted it not long before stream. Or I guess I turned it on right before stream. Maybe it needs an update or something. But either way, yeah. Kirby... Oh, I just realized something. Is my... There we go. But yeah, Kirby Air Ride. I mean, there's not much to say on it now. But it just looks really good. And then Marvel's Donkey Kong, where Pauline is the second player, and the Kong's family show up to help. Well, that'd be cool. Do you think it's a problem with them releasing Air Ride the same year as Mario Kart? I think I was actually literally about to say that. Yeah, it is weird that they're going to be releasing it this year. Thankfully, I mean, if they release it far enough away from Mario Kart, I don't think it'll be that much of an issue. As long as it's like in the fall time or like winter time, not summer, then I think it could be fine on its own. Especially since like Kirby Air Ride is a very different racing game. Like, it doesn't feel like Mario Kart at all. So, and because Kirby Air Ride is actually a pretty popular game, and fans have been wanting a sequel to it for such a long time, it could be one where this could be a situation where it's like, it doesn't need like, it doesn't matter that much that it's releasing really, really close to Mario Kart, because of the fact that people have been wanting a sequel to this game for a long time. But we'll have to see. But yeah, other than that, I don't really have too much to say on Kirby Air Ride. There's all the third-party stuff. I think I've really mostly said what I wanted to about the third-party stuff. Like, there's a lot of cool titles in here, like Borderlands 4. There's Deltarune. There's the GameCube games. Yeah, Mario, Sonic, and Kirby all getting new racing games. Well, Sonic's on his own. Like, Sonic's not Nintendo, so Sega's got to figure out what they're going to do with Sonic. But if Sonic Racing and this release around the same time, that could potentially be an issue for this, in my opinion. I mean, if this released too close to Mario Kart, then obviously that could be an issue, but I don't think Nintendo is, like, that dim. I think they'd give it at least a few months in between. So yeah, so now we got the GameCube games. Really quickly going to talk about these. The one bummer, and this could be just a thing where they didn't want... Okay, here's the thing, right? I know a lot of people ask about... Or, like, there's, like, a big debate, particularly when emulating GameCube games, about if they mind it being stretched out to the edges. Personally, I like my games to be in widescreen no matter what, even if that means stretching the game. Some people hate that with a passion. Some people absolutely hate that. And I get why, right? It distorts the game a little bit. But for me, I'm one of those people where it's like, I just hate, like, all that extra real estate that isn't the game. Like, it just bothers me. I want the game to fill up my whole screen. It's just what I want. And, you know, like, obviously a game like Wind Waker doesn't support widescreen. So, like, F-Zero and Soul Calibur 2, those two games can be played in widescreen because the games natively support it. But Wind Waker doesn't. So, you can't play this one widescreen. And I wish Nintendo just added an option. Hey, stretching for widescreen, for widescreen when I can. Yeah, like, for me, like, I mean, I don't love the stretching. That next to me if you want. I mean, you don't have to do that for me. I don't mind too much. You don't have to do that for me, especially because like people have stream overlays that are already set for mana, so you don't have to do that for me. But but you know, like for me personally, I just like the full screen being taken up. Like that's just a me thing. And like I said, I understand if you don't, but that's where I'm like, I feel like Nintendo should just have had an option, like just an option to where if someone like me wanted the game to be stretched out, you could do it. Like, I feel like more options is better than less. And, you know, people are going to argue, but, like, the game's native thing, that you have the native aspect ratio, nothing stretched. I'm just saying to add the option for those who want it. For those who want the game to take up the full screen. That's just a me thing personally, though. Like I said, I understand if people don't want it, because they want to keep the aspect ratio as is. But, like, I would just rather it be take up the full screen. Yeah, it's like it doesn't look bad or anything, but I would just rather it take up the whole screen. It's something, honestly, it is something I can get over. Like, it is the minorest of nitpicks. Like, it's the smallest of nitpicks. And I completely understand why this doesn't bother a lot of people. But for me, because, like, I get, like, you know, like, if you're, you know, emulating a game, right? Like, for example, I know, like, I've emulated, like, Mario Party 5, I remember emulating once, and I did, like, the full screen mode, and things had issues loading properly, because the screen was wider than it's meant to be. So I understand why just making, like, going in and making games wider screen could be more work than it's worth. Like, so, like, I get why they're, like, not going in there and tinkering around and making every single game able to support widescreen. But, for me, like, I don't care if it's stretched. I really don't. But, like I said, maybe it's just a me thing. But, I mean, like, the games look great. Like, the games look great. I have no complaints about how the GameCube game... I mean, they're GameCube games, right? They're not gonna look like Star... crazy things. And you know what's so funny? I expected this when I uploaded the video, but when I uploaded my reaction, like the short specifically, of my reaction to the GameCube NSO thing, I got quite a few comments that were hating on me for being as excited as I am about the GameCube, like, coming to NSO. Like, oh, why are you so excited about, like, 20-year-old games? Because these games are my childhood, and I want to be able to take them on the go and play them whenever I want. And, like, for me, GameCube games, like, are a huge deal. They're a huge deal. It's my favorite. Nintendo GameCube is my favorite console. And I don't think that's ever going to change. Even with the Switch and how amazing it is, I just can't get over my GameCube, and the games are on it. Like, so, for me, this is exciting. And getting some of these games day one is great. You don't have to wait. You can just get them day one. Yeah, hey for that. Yeah, check the comments on my YouTube short that I talked about where I was excited for the GameCube. Like, I got hate comment, or I got hate for that. And it's like, bruh, I just love the GameCube. It's my favorite game console. For me, seeing that, it's like just my childhood. It's now on the new Nintendo console. So not only can I play new games that are great, but I can also fall back on the classics that I loved. I still want a Luigi Mansion remake. Though a Luigi Mansion ground up remake would be cool, even if it is redundant. I would still love a GameCube, a Luigi Mansion 1 remake. But honestly, I'm fine with a port, or I'm fine with this for Luigi's Mansion. I'm fine, because that means, at the end of the day, that nothing's gonna be messed up. They're not gonna mess up any potential remaster remake. You can't mess it up because it's just the original. Just post that special French kiss and you'll win them back. Oh god. That's gonna be a horrible short. What did Don send me? Oh, okay. Don sent me the. Okay, this is a while ago though. Don sent me the pricing, and geez, the pricing in Europe is absolutely insane for the Nintendo stuff. Like, if you think America's bad, Europe's freaking insane. But yeah, for me, this is exciting. Like, I know we use Parsec a lot for, like, you know, for Mario Party Madness matches, but, like, if I'm wanting to play something more casually, like, if I'm on a trip and I'm not on my computer and I'm just like, look, I just want to play a quick round of Mario Party 6 with my friends, we can just all connect to the NSO app. Now, hoping to God that they've improved the online from the N64. Hoping. I am freaking hoping that they do. Do you see my question? Probably not. Let me see. Do you think Hope for Wind Waker Steve is dead, as well as Prime 2 and Prime 3? Well, Prime 3 is still a whole other thing, because that's on the Wii. But, for Wind Waker and Twilight Princess HD, yeah, I don't see them really doing it. And, like, it sucks. Like, you know, I'm out the same argument is made for Luigi's Mansion 3DS here, that's probably not going to work its way over, because you can just play the original on the Switch 2 as well. But it's one of those things where it's like, I don't mind the originals. It's one thing if the originals were so bad and the remakes improved on them in every single way, and they did improve on them in a lot of ways, but the originals were still really good. And the fact that you don't have to pay the premium price for them, they're just included in the NSO service that most of us already have. Like, it's not a bad deal, in my opinion. Would be pretty rad. I still love Vanilla Mario Party 6. Like, Vanilla Mario Party 6 is one of those games. Like, Mario Party 4, I don't even know if I have any desire to play that one vanilla anymore. Like, Mario Party 4 is just a bland Mario Party, in my opinion, besides the mini games. So, like, whenever we've played it with the mods, I'm like, oh my god, Mario Party 4 is actually fun now. But, like, Mario Party 6 is one I can always go back to, no matter modded or not. Like, I still love vanilla Mario Party 6, in my opinion, is perfect on its own. Doesn't need mods for it to be great. That's just how I feel about Mario Party 6. So that's another thing, is like, right, we got, like now, with the Switch 2, we got, like, all 3 Switch Mario Parties that we can play, including Jamboree's new stuff that it's adding in. But I'm assuming they're going to add in Mario Parties 4, 5, 6, and 7 as well. So we can also play, being able to play Mario Parties 1 through 7, and then the 3 Switch ones, like, that's almost all the Mario Parties. The only, the only ones that are really missing, obviously, like, most of the 3DS and DS ones, I'm not really going to count those. But, like, Advance is one that they could still add. They could still add Advance. And then there's also 8, 9, and 10. Like, those are the main ones really missing. Like, obviously there's DS, and if they figure out a way to get to do DS on the Switch 2, then sure. But, like, I don't know. Like, having Mario Party 1 through 7, and then the 3 Switches, like, that's just, like, peak Mario Party gaming right there. If they could fix the online for the N64 online app, and then make sure the GameCube online is top tier, having all these Mario Parties available to play online, like, for a Mario Party fan, is freaking huge. Like, that's massive to get. Like, 8-player online work. Oh my god. Yo, I didn't even think. Actually, that could work. Think about it, right? Hold on. That actually could work. 8-player Mario Party 7, because guess what? You got 2 Joy-Cons. One person takes the left one and holds it like this. One person takes the right Joy-Con and holds it like that. You got the 2 halves of the controller. 7 or 8-player Mario Party 7 could actually be the best on the Nintendo. Well, actually, well, no. Well, you'd have to hand the Joy-Cons back for the 4-player stuff. But, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like they could really make it. They can make 8-player Mario Party 7 work with the Joy-Con stuff. Oh, but online, though. Okay, wait, no. Online, it could work, but you'd have to require, like, 2 people per console. Obviously, to accommodate for the Joy-Cons. Or, like, I don't know how that would work. Like, oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah! Like, the Joy-Cons are, like, designed perfectly for that. Like, I didn't even think about 8-player Mario Party 7 until you said that. Pepper standing bar. Oh, I missed what Pepper said. What did Pepper say? Oh, okay, Pepper. I thought you said something else. It stands in mind a few things. Yeah, like Mario Party 6 and Mario Party 3, I feel like are the two Mario Parties where it's just like, you don't need to mod anything in them, and they're just perfection. Like, they're just, like, fine to play on their own. They're fun to play on their own. But anyways, yeah, just the prospect of getting GameCube games on the Switch, for me, is just exciting, because like I said, it's just an easier way to play GameCube games. Like, I have GameCube games on my Steam Deck. Like, I have GameCube games on my Steam Deck. You know, I'll admit, I emulate games on my Steam Deck. But it can still be finicky to use it. Like, Mario Party 6 bugs out on me when I try to play it. Like, graphically. Like, the game doesn't bug out, but, like, there's graphical glitches all over the place. And it's like, if there's no graphical glitches, if these are just fine emulated ports, which, for the Nintendo 64, they had issues at first, but hopefully they sort that stuff out, and, you know, if they do, then hey, I'm happy with that. And this, ooh, I hit the microphone, sorry. This is great. Customizable controls, button mapping. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. And it seems that the button mapping is a game-by-game thing. You can change it depending on the game. Yes, that's 100% yes. This is, like, the best possible thing they could do. You can customize your controls to make it how you want. Peak. Perfection. It's, like, I think this is great. I think this is great. And, of course, the fact that it's coming with a GameCube controller, too. Or, like, it doesn't come with a GameCube controller, but, like, you know, you can get the custom GameCube controller. I mean, honestly, there are already third-party GameCube controllers out there that do the trick to where, like, if I don't end up getting a GameCube, like, one of the NSO GameCube controllers right away, I'll probably be fine with it because, like, there's supplements out there. There's other options. So I can wait for that. But, like, still such an exciting prospect. Why is GameCube games like, what we all wanted? What do you think they'll do next time they request a console to be added? They just added GameCube. I don't care about the next console for now. But, I mean, if I had to guess, possibly Wii. I mean, I don't think they would just jump right to the 3DS. That doesn't make sense. So it would either be the Wii or DS. And I feel like DS would just kind of not be optimal. So I feel like they would just go to Wii and try to figure out how to work the gyro controls. But, like, I'm at the point now, like, where, I mean, at least personally, since we got GameCube, I don't care what comes next. I don't care if it's Wii, I don't care if it's DS, I don't care what it is. I'm happy. I got my GameCube. I'm happy. I got my Game Boy Advance, and I got my GameCube. Those systems I grew up on, those are the systems I care about. Sunshine, obviously, like, with, I mean, I have 3D All-Stars, so, like, Sunshine isn't that important to me. But, like, Path of Radiance is a really expensive game, great one to add. Same with Gale of Darkness, really expensive game. Strikers isn't that expensive, but, like, Battle League on the Switch sucked dong, so... it's nice to have, it's nice to have the original. It's a really fucking good game. Chibi Robo is a surprising one. I'm surprised. Well, I mean, I guess they have to have a few, like, curveballs in there. And Chibi Robo is such a good one. Wario Link, you could do Mario Party 6. Well, that's what we were just saying. Like, Mario Party 6 on NSO would slap so freaking hard. Chibi Robo as well. I love the original Chibi Robo. Haven't played it in years, but I love the charm that game added. I remember playing, like, a couple of the sequels, and I was like, don't really like them that much, but the original was just top tier. Well, the sequels, I tried to change everything. I think there's, like, Park Patrol on the DS that was kind of similar, but, like, it was a DS game, so obviously it was, like, not as, like, good as the original Chibi Robo. And I went through, like, this whole entire GameCube discussion. I didn't even bring up Luigi's Mansion. Like, that's how happy I am for the GameCube coming to the Switch NSO in general. That, like, Luigi's Mansion alone is, for me, like, a yes. But there's so many other games, too, that I'm just like, oh my god, I'm going to be able to play these on my Switch, too. Like, I'm just going to be able to play them whenever I want. Like I said, like, Chibi Robo and the Mario Parties, assuming they come around. Like, oh my god, it's, like, it's amazing. I feel like Power Tennis should be in the opening lineup. Ooh, Power Tennis. Oh, that's going to be a good one. I love Mario Power Tennis. That's probably That's definitely my favorite home console Mario sports game, I think. Mario Power Tennis. I think that's my favorite home console Mario sports game. It's so good. Mario Power Tennis is so freaking good. I'm trying to think. I mean, Mario Golf and Tennis on N64 are okay. They're pretty good. But, like, I think Tennis on GameCube is better. Ooh, Mario Baseball, though. I didn't even... Mario Baseball would really slap. I would Mario Baseball. I think I still like Mario Tennis more. But, like, Mario Baseball, if that comes to Nintendo game... Like, all these games, like, oh my god. Like, freaking... Oh, and Brandon just said it as well. They're definitely going to add them in the future. I 100% think they're going to add them. Though they haven't added the Mario sports games on Game Boy Advance yet, which I find interesting. Oh yeah, Power Tennis's opening, Mario Power Tennis's opening is like absolutely like goated, like freaking amazing. Puke. Let me try that again. Peak Cinema. Oh yeah, we'll definitely get Kirby Air Ride. Oh, we are 100. I mean, that's the thing is, I feel like if we're gonna get the new game, I feel like they'd want to put the first game out on the Switch, like on the eShop or on the NSO app or on the Nintendo Classics app. I gotta get used to that, to the Nintendo Classics app. Also, I love the new name, Nintendo Classics, because that's what it is. It's Nintendo Classics. You can play the classics. God, and Pokemon Coliseum too. I didn't say that one, but Pokemon Coliseum, obviously. Did anyone? Was there a? Hold on, let me quickly look, because I know there's like I know, like, sometimes, hold on, Nintendo, because I know sometimes, like, Nintendo Japan will get, like, different games announced for, Nintendo Japan will get different games announced for their NSO app, but I'm assuming, yeah, no, it's all the same. It's all the same. Because I was going to say, I'm assuming if they announced anything differently, then that would have made its way on the internet by now. This Gypsy for sure still waiting for Smash Bros. There's still a lot of weird random games that we're waiting for. Like, obviously Smash 64. There's a bunch of games on Game Boy Advance that I feel like they haven't. Like, there's no Mario Party Advance yet. Which, say what you want about that game, but that game's been part of the Virtual Console lineup for a while, so I don't know why they haven't released that. The Mario Sports games on Game Boy Advance are actually really popular. I love those games, so I don't know why they're not out yet. Then obviously, like, you know, with N64, there's Smash Brothers. There's quite a few. Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. If there's a Luigi's Mansion GameCube Switch icon, oh, I didn't even think of that. About the icon thing. Yo, a Luigi's Mansion 1 Switch icon would absolutely slap. I would get them all. I'm assuming they do, like, the regular PNGs that are already, like, you know, existing for Luigi's Mansion. So I'm assuming there'll be some of Luigi, the ghosts, the backgrounds could include, like, the mansion. Maybe they'll, like, take some custom, like, screenshots of, like, EGAD's lab or, like, the foyer or, like, certain rooms of the mansion. Oh, that would slap. I did not even think of that. Because, like, I have my Luigi's Mansion 2 icon. I have, like, custom icons now, which I love, for, like, Mario Party and Luigi's Mansion 2, I should say. But having Luigi's Mansion 1 icons be available, I'm sold. I'm switching to Luigi Mansion 1. Yo, depressed Luigi beta icon. Do you think we'll get Smash 64 and Smash Bros. Together? I personally think they're going to announce Smash 64 and Melee together. I mean, they could. But usually they do things one console at a time. They usually don't, like, announce multiple consoles in one go. I'm trying to think of examples where they did that. I think they've only really done that with, like, NES and SNES. And, like, Game Boy and Game Boy Color, if you really want to count that. Icons will transfer to Switch 2 yet? I'm assuming so. I would assume so. Because we saw the Nintendo Switch 2 home screen. There's a thing about that I don't want to say leaked, but, like, well, it didn't leak. Like, Nintendo showed it. And it has that same Nintendo Switch Online app. So I'm assuming it'll be in there where you can customize the icons and all that jazz. It's before 3. I know, right? Luigi Mansion 3 got nothing. GUI is basically identical. Yeah, I wish they at least made... Honestly, I would have been happy if the only change they made was just adding another row of games. I feel like that's really what the Switch 2 needed. Was just adding another row. Like, just one more row of games alongside. So you had, like, 2 rows of games going across. Like, to me, that's all I really cared about them doing. Because just having one row of games, you have to scroll through them to get to your... Like, it's kind of convoluted. So I would like just having 2 rows. And something like, where, like it's the Wii. Where, like, maybe you can have, like, one app be whatever's in your system. If it's empty, the square is blank. And then you can customize where everything goes on the home screen. Alright, so I think I've, wait, please note the titles planned for release may change without advance notice. What does this mean? Please note the titles planned for release may change without advance notice. I wonder what that means. Oh, we get themes? I hope we get themes too. Imagine we get themes based on the consoles. Like we get an NES theme, a SNES theme, N64 theme, a GameCube theme. Oh, I would rock the GameCube theme so hard. Also, I'm gonna also boot up the get the Mario Kart footage ready, because I think the issue with my stream lagging comes with the stream or the video buffering while I'm talking. So I'm gonna let it sit for a second. So wahoo. How do you think they'll handle launching a GameCube games? And as each game save data, so they've got A. Okay, will be built into the emulator. Well, I'm assuming. I don't know how that's gonna work. I mean, I guess it's just like with emulation, right? With emulation, you don't, like, have a memory card put in, but you still select what memory card you want to put it to, and it really doesn't matter. I think it's one of those things that really doesn't matter at the end of the day. Game comes before one of those. Yeah, true. I think Mario's, because in the Treehouse they showed Mario Strikers on the app alongside the other 3, so I think Mario Strikers could potentially be the first update we see. But I could be wrong. Alright, let's talk about Mario Kart. Because some games utilize both memory cards. I came across saying true. Oh, nope, stream go laggy again. Stream go laggy. I don't get... I'm literally just playing a video. Computer. I'm just playing a video. That's all I'm doing. Now Mario's pissed off at me. I had to pause the video. Mario, I understand your pain. But freaking Mario Kart, you know, maybe I just need to pick it like a shorter video. Hold on, let me go back to... Let me, open up a different, Okay. Let's see here. Mario Kart is simultaneously exciting and concerning, but I'll reserve most of that for a direct later. What are you concerned about? I'm curious. Is it are you concerned about the price, or is it the actual content in the game that you're concerned about? Oh, I also didn't realize Wiggler was confirmed. I didn't realize Wiggler was a confirmed character. I thought we hadn't seen him yet. I'll be honest, this character selection screen looks so much nicer than Mario Kart 8's. Mario Kart 8's looks so bland. The tracks a bit? Why? Like the number of tracks? From Mario Kart World, just driving around? I don't know. It's Grand Prix, I guess. I'd rather have the Classic GP with 3 laps per track and have the connecting match be for Knockout Tour. That's fair. I don't know. I guess I haven't really thought about it too much. Like, I do want to be able to race on the individual tracks, like, individually without having to traverse any of the world. But, like, if that's, like, restricted to just, like, the versus mode, or, like, where you can custom choose what tracks you want to play, I'm fine with that. Yeah, that's Piranha Plant. So that's Piranha Plant instead of PD Piranha. Clark, don't get my hopes up. Just don't get my hopes up like that. You can't do that to me. Don't get my hopes up like that. More basic than when you see in 8, but a lot of them look really cool. I like the water racing. Honestly, I like this art style much more than I liked 8's art style. I'm going to be completely real. Like, I liked the art style of these courses way more than I liked Mario Kart 8's. I don't know how to describe it. I just do. It just seems to like fit in more with the Mario universe, which is funny coming from a Luigi's Mansion fan who wants the mansion to kind of feel not like the Mario universe, but you get what I mean. Well, but I understand why they're doing it, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I don't care if they're mixing like that. That kind of stuff doesn't really bother me too much. All right, how's the stream? Okay. Oh! The stream isn't breaking. Hey, so I guess I just have to load a smaller video, I guess. A lot of people, I know some people are upset about not being able to customize your vehicles. I'm gonna be honest, I couldn't give a flying hoot about customizing the vehicles. I really couldn't. All around, this one's more vibrant and dynamic. Yeah, I concur. But yeah, I know a lot of people were concerned or like saying like, oh, you can't customize the vehicles anymore. I never cared for that. It was never a thing that really made me like, oh yeah, you can customize your vehicle in Mario Kart. This is a big selling point to me. It was never a selling point. So it's like one of those things where it's like, I did not like the customization. Like, it just kind of felt superfluous. There's your word of the day. So yeah, so all the Grand Prix obviously connect in some sort of way. Like I said, I hope that, kind of like with what you said, Strat, I'm fine with the Grand Prix being what they are, where it's each course and then connecting with the other courses. I'm fine with that, as long as you are able to play the courses on their own. Like, as long as, like, in, like, the regular versus mode, right? Is it versus mode that's called? Yeah, in the versus mode, where you independently or you individually choose tracks to play. I hope that if you do in that kind of mode, you can play on each track just individually without traveling between them or anything. So that's kind of what I hope. But like in the Grand Prix mode, I really don't care, because in the Grand Prix mode, at the end of the day, what you're doing is like you're racing on a set thing of tracks. So I don't care, because like that's the whole gimmick of this Mario Kart game, is that it's all connected. So like that's kind of the gimmick. So like, I don't mind it too much. Like I said, as long as there is a way to play each track individually, then the Grand Prix, I don't really care what it does. I guess they've changed a lot. Yeah, well, I guess, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I guess, I mean, the actual cups themselves, I don't know if it's, like, based on location, or it's, like, they're in, like, a certain vicinity of each other. Okay, maybe not. But, yeah, like this one, there's 3 returning ones and 1 new track. And then, I think on that last one, like you said, I think it was all... Yeah, all returning. DS, 3DS, 64, DS. But like again, I don't really mind too much. Also, I love the details here on Wario Stadium, where it's like his mustache is like the exhausts where the flames are coming out, and you got the pink nose and the eyes, so it's like it's Wario's face. I really like that. A big ride straight away. That's kind of true. I saw them do some interesting. Well, let me let this play out a little bit. What color are they gonna play? Are they gonna do mushroom? What if Luma's a playable racer? Very possible. I'm like 100% sure they haven't showed off all the characters yet. I mean, honestly, I think they confirmed, or somewhere confirmed, that each character is gonna have 10 racing suits. That's one nitpick I have about this game, is that the outfits take up character slots, or like, not that they take up characters, because I know some people could be like, oh, there's characters that are being cut for these cosmetic. No, characters aren't being cut for the cosmetics, but I just don't like that they're on the character screen. They should be like under the characters' names. They should be like, you know, like, you know. Also, Sky High Sundae looks so much better in this Mario Kart than it did in 8 Deluxe. I'm gonna be honest with you. Wario Shipyard looks freaking great too, by the way. Oh, nope, stream! No! I don't know why. I have no clue why. But I usually have no issues. Maybe I do need to restart my computer again. But like, I booted it up today. G3 of the Cup, you only ever race like 1 lap on it. Yeah, it seems like each course, you generally do 1 lap on the course. Then lap 2 is going to the next course. And then lap 3 is kind of like completing the next course you're doing. And then lap 1, you just kind of repeat the process. That's from what I noticed. Not better than Rails makes sense. Yeah, Sky Ascender looks really good. I think you can pin your favorite characters. Oh, good. Dude, I'm gonna be honest. Even if there's no Luigi's Mansion King Boo, I freaking love the Aristocrat King Boo. I love that with the monocle and the top hat and the cape. That might be my my main when I start this game. Either Aristocrat King Boo, and it's so funny because usually I don't care about the cosmetic changes with any of the characters. Like usually that doesn't like I don't care too much. But that King Boo, I love the look of him. So either King Boo with the Aristocrat outfit. If there's a Luigi's Mansion King Boo in this game, then I'd obviously choose him too. I would probably also Pianta's probably a big one I'd play a lot because I love Piantas. Hammer Bro, actually, funny enough, I like Hammer Bro, so Hammer Bro is probably one I'd play a bit. The Penguin probably, like I'd play a lot of the more unique characters. Swimwear Daisy looks amazing. I haven't seen Swimwear Daisy. I don't know what she... Like, was she on the character screen? Or is it just like, you know, like, people saw her, like... Or she's just, like, making the rounds online because she looks attractive or something? Oh, yeah, we also need EGAD. Just gonna wonder if we paid or free. I would hope it'd be free if you're paying $80 for it. If it is going to be like a live service kind of thing. Aristocrat King Booey's Bay. Luigi's Mansion King Boo. We need EGAD. In before Aristocrat Booey is a modded character in Jamboree. Oh my god. Considering you're paying $80 for it, almost like you pay DLC given the subscription service, and I haven't seen anyone mentioning her. Oh, okay. I thought it was like one of those things that was like on the internet, sorry, my headphones are hurting my head now. I thought it was like one of those things like on the internet that, I don't know, that Daisy was making the rounds for her swimwear. Hold on, for pure curiosity's sake, I'm gonna look it up. I mean, if it hadn't made its round on the internet, then I don't know if I'm even gonna find it, but... I feel so dirty, like, looking this up. I'm gonna have to clear my search history. Okay, Strat, down, you horn dog, down! Sorry, trying to get this framed right in the camera. There we go. Swimwear Daisy. Yo, Swimwear Daisy on this course would just be kind of funny. I don't even know if I can play this because the stream is just gonna act up again. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it's not acting up. Oh, no. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Well, no, it's back. Back. Okay, well, I guess it's gonna be fine now. But yeah, the gameplay. Oh, nope, there it goes again. I don't know. Okay, whatever. I don't care. Whatever. I'm gonna say the gameplay of Mario Kart World looks freaking great. I honestly love this game. Looks like it's so much fun to play. I'm not proud of it. This game looks like it's so much fun to play. She's gonna get herself sick. This game just looks like so much fun to play. And I feel like that's the most important thing with Mario Kart, is that it's just like fun to play. And I don't know, like this game just looks like it has a lot going for it, in my opinion. It looks fun. It looks like, I don't know. The one question I want to ask people if it got confirmed. Also, I like the change of, like, it went from the glider to the wings sprouting from the sides. I like that addition better than what we had before. Like, you know, with the gliders. One thing I will ask, has a regular battle mode been confirmed? Because that's the one thing I haven't seen anything about. Are we getting a battle mode? Like, you know, like the balloon battle, shine thief, bomb thing, whatever. Are we getting that? Because I haven't seen anything about that yet. If it hasn't been confirmed, then I'm assuming that's something we'll hear in the treehouse, or not the treehouse, sorry, in the Mario Kart Direct in 2 weeks. Is that Wario in a hamburger? Where? Or are you seeing like Toad's hamburger hat? Yeah, there's so many characters. That's the rating of the shock items used with the rain effect is kind of whatever, in my opinion. I don't know. I saw one effect that looked really cool. You saw that Mario's hat actually got like wet. Like you could see like it was getting like soaked with water. I actually kind of like that detail. And I'm assuming like it'll also probably, I mean, I'm assuming, I didn't really watch the tree houses in, sorry, I hit the microphone. I didn't watch the tree houses in full detail, but I'm assuming if it rains, it'll affect the physics of your car. Maybe things will be more slippery. You know, turns will be a little harder to make. Changing sound, there's more modes. It said additional content they didn't mention before. Ooh, okay. That'd be interesting. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like if the battle mode looks really fun for this game, I mean, I can easily, personally, like, I can see this easily being the best Mario Kart, right? Because, like, yeah, like, it doesn't have as many courses as 8/8 Deluxe, but, like, all the courses look fun. There's so many characters. There's a lot of different modes. That knockout mode looks really freaking fun. I'm really excited to play that one. You know, between regular Grand Prix, I'm assuming versus races will be there. I'm assuming battle mode will be there. You have the Grand Prix, you know, there's like all those modes. You have the free roam mode, you got the cool camera mode, like, or like the photo taking mode. There's just a lot of cool things in this game that makes it look like it's going to be a really fun time. I'm really excited for this one. Usually Mario Kart is one of those games from Nintendo where I'm like, yeah, I like it, it's good fun, but it's like not one of those games that I'm always like super excited and clamoring for. Like, it's not one of those games for me, but this game I am genuinely super excited for. Lower resolution, I mean, it's only running at 1080. Oh no, it's running at, is that better? Is that better? Making sure. Oh my god, that is better. Okay, it was running at 2K, so I guess 2K was the issue. Thanks for that recommendation, Strat. I thought it said HD, so I thought it was just running at 1080p. So now it's running at 1080p. Oh, that's interesting. The boomerang works differently now, it looks like. The boomerang works on a timer now, rather than 3 times, I guess. And the fact that you hold items behind you automatically, the physics just look completely different. The hammer is a new item. Well, I think that item was in Tour, but you know what I mean. Like, it's a new item to a home console Mario Kart. The physics, everything just looks so different and so fresh. Resolution has taken a lot of the power. Yeah, I guess so. Holy crap. Oh, look at this. You can have a... The sign says, have a nice drive. Maybe you can add, like, little stickers to your name. That's kind of cool. Again, they might have said this all... Oh, yeah, that's a cool... I think Clark might like this Wario skin here. Toad with the burger hat. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Everything about this Mario Kart game is looking so super promising to me. They look kind of lame. Hoping there's something we haven't seen, like a combo score from Tour or something. Well, that'd be cool. I hope there are tracks that just do more. Like that Donkey Kong track looked like it did some cool things with it, where there's like a section where you have to kind of hop between them to navigate across a certain section. So yeah, this is DK Pass. So yeah, this is the part where like you're leaving DK Pass and you're going to the next area. So this is kind of the in-between the two tracks track. I kind of love that you can see the next track in the foreground. Like, it just makes the world feel, I don't know, better. So 200cc back would be awesome if they gave us 250cc. Oh my god. Well, that's the thing, is 200cc wasn't shown off in the showcase at all. But yeah, so many great alts. Yeah, I like all the different alts, all the different creative. Like, I think this is like the most creative Mario game in general, I think, that they've released in a long time. Like, this just oozes so much charm. Like, oh, and then you get to the next course and you race on it. So yeah, this is one of the new courses. It's got like Comet Observatory vibes from Mario Galaxy 1, which is obviously what it's going for. Or Mario Odyssey 1. Try that again. Mario Galaxy 1. God, I love the crashing physics too. It looks so different. I thought it was really cool. It's connected. I mean, I don't like. Obviously, it's not as exciting as the racetrack, but I don't mind it. Like, that in between section did not last long too. Like, I thought I didn't mind it personally. Maybe I'm gonna be like alone in that camp. Like I said, as long as the versus mode, you can play the tracks individually and you don't need to, you know, like, you know, do the in-between stuff, then I'm fine with the Grand Prix doing it. Ooh. Oh, I love the smoke coming out when you got hit. Bah. Ooh. So wait, hold on. Did he get 2 coins? That's so weird. So like that. So he got a coin item. Actually, did they give him 3 coins? Oh no, it gave him 2 coins. So that 1 coin item gave him 2 coins. That's interesting. Because we're hidden until you get to each one. So that way you feel like you discover the tracks once you get there. Well, I mean, that's the thing as well. They could also just be playing a build of the game that just has all the tracks unlocked. Like, I'm assuming you unlock cups. Like, I'm assuming parts of the world will probably be closed off from you until you unlock them, maybe? Because, like, Mario Kart 8, you had to unlock cups, right? I'm trying to remember. I don't really remember. It's been so long. Gonna Cave 2. Really? Huh. Yeah, hold on. Let me go to Wario Shipyard. I want to, because that course looked so freaking good. Oh, Wario Shipyard, I'm actually really impressed by. Because it's actually one of my favorite courses from Mario Kart 7. And it looks so good here. So this is the free roam mode, I think. This is not the actual race. This is just free roam mode on the course. So that's kind of cool. You can race. So like that's a kind of cool thing about this is like you can just hop onto the free roam mode, and you can like kind of set up your own custom race. If everyone knows the map, like obviously you'd have to know the map or know the world really well to do this. But like, you can set up your own custom Grand Prix to be like, okay, we got to race from Wario Shipyard to this one over here to this one over here, and you can make like a real. God, this looks so freaking good. Like I feel like there's just so many options that you have with this game. Switch the item box might be a double dash and switch to for the win. This looks so good. Everything looks so good. And the Grand Prix, so let's just get all the tags for it until you reach them in the cup. Well, that'd be interesting. Pop, pop, pop. Okay, yeah, there's the camera mode. Yeah, the camera mode's actually pretty sick. You can... Yeah, it's kind of cool. Hammer Bro is licking his handlebars. Ew! That's what it looks like, at least. But yeah, this game is... like, I think this game looks great. I personally got, like, no complaints. I got hopes. I got things I want to see that could lead to some complaints if I... you know, if it doesn't end up being like the way I expect it to be. Like I said, I want them to make sure there's a battle mode. I want them to confirm that there's a versus mode where you can just play on the tracks individually. But other than that, like other than those things I want them to confirm, the game looks great. 'Cause I love the driving on the water mechanic with the boats and the jet skis that they turned the carts and bikes into. Like, it just looks so cool. Shame, Wario over, the launcher's gone. True. Oh, deal 8, like the tire details. Not a big deal at all. The water, yeah, the water looks gorgeous. Yeah, I don't, like, for me, like, that stuff doesn't really bother me. I care more about, like, the environments and how things look. Because, like, there's certain things in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. First of all, the star effect looks really freaking nice. But, like, I didn't care enough about, like, the realism in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Like, this goes for more of that cartoony feel, but makes it look more polished. And, I don't know. I think it looks great. It's about the multiple tricks thing. I guess the more airtime you get, the tricks making a bigger boost when you land. And that's what I'm suspecting. Like, the bigger your jump and the more boosts you can, or the more tricks you can pull off in the air, the better your boost will be when you hit the ground. That's kind of what I'm expecting. This would make no sense not to, exactly. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream here because I am starting to get a little tired. I mean, I've been streaming for over 2 hours, which is kind of long for usually one of my Chatterdays. So, I'm gonna take some last minute questions and all of that, and then I'll end off today's stream. Really, really good Chatterday today. This is a really productive stream. Talked a lot about a lot of different things. See here, there's a few things I hope they have in here before I accept it. Yeah, like that's why I want them to be like, it has every single mode from the previous games, plus the knockout mode and the free roam mode. That'll make me like not be as upset at the $80 price tag. Wonder how how battle mode work though. I can see like one big section where all the battles happen, like Battle Island or something. Yeah, like Mario Kart Battle Royale. Sack upgrade pack. I thought the Wii had a lot of multiple tricks. Good strat. Yeah, Luigi Mansion 4 is going to look great. I wonder if they're going to... Obviously, they won't use the King Boo design. Like, I actually, low-key, I actually do like the new design for the Boos on the Switch 2. I think they started with them in Wonder, but, like, it's carried over now to, like, Mario Kart World. And I really like them. So I hope the Boo designs carry over into Luigi's Mansion, to be honest. King Boo, I still want it to be his unique self, but with a little more of a little tweak in his design. Yeah, 24 character battle mode would be insane. Though I will admit, if they say, you know, yes, regular races and all that are 24 races, but battle modes are 12 racers, I honestly wouldn't be upset about that. That's one of those things where it's like, I wouldn't be upset about it. King Boo needs the dark. Yeah, King Boo needs the purple eyes, the jeweled crown, and the darkness under his eyes, and the blue tongue. Also, in Luigi's Mansion, like this Luigi is a little more charming. Yeah, like the characters have a lot, like they just have a lot more. Like they're more expressive. They got more going on with the face. I think it's because they're going for a more cartoony angle with the characters. They look a little more cartoonish. They look more like they belong in like a 2D space in a weird sort of way. And you know, I think it looks great. Alright, I'm going to end the stream off now. I am actually really, really tired, and I want to hop off and just relax a little bit. Thank you guys for tuning into the stream. This is a long Chatterday, but a really fun and productive one. Obviously, we talked a lot about the Switch 2 today, about the prices and the games and all that. So, if you enjoyed it, hopefully you drop a like and can come back next week. I'll probably do a Chatterday next week. Right? Next week? Yeah, the 12th. Yeah, I don't think I'm doing anything that day. So, I'll most likely miss the detailed mustaches. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching today's stream. Hopefully you enjoyed. Like I said, drop a like if you like the stream. Come back next week. We'll talk about more stuff. I'm assuming we'll learn more about the Switch 2 in next week, and we can have another fun discussion. So, until next time, you guys, see you all in the next stream / video. Whatever. Bye.